You're the reason we couldn't drink anymore.
Oh, no, I know.
A night game, under the lights, down at Leyton Orient. In the hour before kick-off, the bars in this corner of East London are full. A ritual that currently stops before they take their seats.
I go to rugby quite a lot. We have beer in the stands. We go down and come back. We're allowed to do it. We behave ourselves. Why wouldn't we behave ourselves at football?
There's time before and after a game to have a drink, so there's no need to really drink whilst you're watching the game.
Swapping soft drinks for a pint in the stands is an idea that could well be trialled here in League Two, and the club really want to do it.
I would like to think it would be given perhaps from January till the end of the season to understand it in warmer months as well as in the cold Tuesday nights. Yeah. And then I think the idea was that we may do it in trial in certain areas to start with.
If there was fans getting carried away, throwing lager in the air at a goal, what happens?
I think the lager throwing is, I've experienced it at venues when watching sort of England play. It's not the best experience, and we'll be trying to find ways that experience isn't repeated.
The police point to this, the Euro 2020 final at Wembley, which descended into chaos, fuelled by excessive drinking. It may have been something of a one-off event, but the police have big reservations about relaxing the rules.
It's an unnecessary step. You know, people can have a drink in the grounds at the concourse, unlike Scotland where it's banned in its entirety. And just at the moment we're seeing increases levels of violence, increasing hate crime. It is an unnecessary risk to take, and one that I think actually will be really foolish at this time.
You'd perhaps think that the stewards who manage the crowds in the stands might agree, but not all of them.
I think a good trial, give us, 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Until the end of the season, see how it goes.
Yeah.
And if it's successful, then next season, let every club do it.
Come on!
Leyton Orient already one step ahead of another proposal to ban gambling firms from sponsoring club shirts. It's a charity on their shirt this year, paid for by England captain Harry Kane, who once used to play here.
The alcohol trial is just one part of this fan-led review, and whether it works or not, putting supporters at the front and centre of the decisions made in football is something that is long overdue.
However many supporters think it's time to allow them to drink in the stands, it's the way the minority behave that's always the problem, and will dictate whether or not this trial is a success. Tom Parmenter, Sky News, East London.